What up, TMS family? And today is Wednesday, January 20th, 2021. Here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people. And I'm your host, MT, and with me are my co-hosts.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First, cause you gotta respect me, and down below to the flow.
Welcome back, guys. You all know me. It's Vanessa again.
For the Pacific
Hey, welcome back. Pacific Standard Time, okay? All right. So
there's
the
that
title of
endorsement
today's
again,
show, absolutely. So so obviously the title of today's show is going to be "And Then There Was Four." So yes, we are down to the last four teams, the final four teams of the NFL. We are about to determine who is going to be going to the Super Bowl. For the AFC Championship, you have the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. And on the NFC, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against Aaron Rodgers and those Green Bay Packers. First off, let's talk about Sunday's games. All right, let's go ahead and get that out the way. So first off, the early game, you had the Chiefs versus you had the Chiefs versus the Cleveland Browns. What were your GBUs for that game, ladies and gentlemen?
Let you go first, Vanessa.
Thank you. I was going to say, I don't know why they let Mahomes run so much. And I also don't know why the score was as close as it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
tell you why.
I'll
tell you why. Because the points.
What in the fuck do you?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because here's a little bonfire. He's about to make some s'mores. But let's talk about why the score was so close. So first, initially, I think when the line first came out, it was 7.5 points, and then going into the weekend, it was 9.5. And then when you got closer to the actual game, it was 10 and even 10. So what does that tell me? Vegas was in the works. And continue.
No, that score was. I personally thought that it was going to be a blowout by Kansas City. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a blowout, just because that's their. That's how they usually are, especially because Patrick had, like we talked last time, Mahomes has been in that position before. He knew what to expect. He knew what was expected of him, whereas Baker has never been in that position before. So that game kind of threw me for a loop. I went with Kansas City. I'm glad I still stuck with it, but that game kind of threw me. Duck rep. You're fine, son.
Yeah. One thing I did like about.
I'm gonna be. Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Nah, I mean, if I was to say something I liked about the game, because honestly, it wasn't much to like about the game, especially how they handled the whole concussion protocol and how they continue to handle it this week. Like, that dude could be punch drunk like a Van Holyfield, but his ass will play Sunday. I guarantee you that. His ass will play Sunday. Yeah. I mean, one thing I did like about the game is I don't think Cleveland played really a losing game. They just didn't take it at the end because I thought their running game was pretty solid. Like, both Kareem Hunt and Chubb averaged 5 yards a carry apiece. And for the most part, their defense did pretty decent containing them receivers. They ain't get burnt like you think they would all day, even though Kelsey and Cheetah both had 100 yards receiving apiece.
It was Chad Henne throwing the ball, sir. It was Chad Henne throwing the ball in the second half. That's why they didn't get burnt like that.
Yeah, but he only threw 8 of them, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, a couple things too that I want to ask you all. What the hell is going on with Le'Veon Bell? 2 carries for 6 yards. Why are they not incorporating him in the offense more? clearly this is going to be his final year with the Chiefs, his only year with the Chiefs.
Yeah. And why didn't they utilize him more than they should have?
Because that's the guy who
exactly.
they dual threat. Mm-hmm.
But it ain't 2013 either. What the fuck he got to produce still?
What do you mean? He's not done. He's not that old. Stop it.
Wait, 34? Coming off knee injuries?
Le'Veon Bell?
He's 34.
No.
He gotta be. He's old. His knees definitely is. His knees definitely is.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you
28.
right now.
Oh my God, he's 28.
Yeah, he's 28. That's what I'm saying.
But his knees
come on, man, don't do that to
60.
him.
His knees are probably 60.
No,
I agree with you though. They never recovered from Kareem Hunt leaving the team. They don't now fit him in the scheme, even though his style is similar to Kareem Hunt's when he was in Kansas City.
And that's the big thing is if they were going to sign him, knowing that he had like you keep saying he has his knee problems, everything else, and they still signed him, they need to use him. And like you said, on the other aspect of it, why aren't they? That's the big question.
Yeah, like he literally took a backseat to the guy Damian Williams, and like I get it that they have Edwards-Helaire. So I guess I guess Le'Veon was more so of a backup in case if Edwards-Helaire, you know what I mean, gets hurt. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if you have something like that on your roster, you got to use it.
Why not use it?
Exactly.
That's the big thing.
Well, let me ask you this though: how would you incorporate him more into the offense?
Run more halfback screens. You could give him more carries than 2. You can give him about 8 to 10 carries and then run halfback screens. You want to send
18 carries? You know they don't play that slow, bro.
No, I said you could give him 8 more carries, so you could give him 8 to 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
10.
Okay.
Yeah, give him about 10 carries.
Well,
or hell, line them up or hell, send them out there on the slot.
They only got 15 or 20 carries to give, so you're gonna give them half the work.
Absolutely,
they ain't gonna run the ball more than 20 times on their best day.
You might as well. It's Le'Veon Bell at the end of the day.
Well, and then my other question to that is, if they were going to use him, why didn't they use him in the first 2, like this last game, when they know that they were going to win, like, you know, knew that they were going to win, go straight to the championship game, let him and save all their other players.
Oh no! At this point, if Le'Veon want to save his career, his ass need to go back to Pittsburgh or go to Philly.
Do you really think he'd go to Philadelphia though?
Yes.
Yeah, with all that turmoil and everything, I don't think so.
Yes. It's the money, right? He already proved the money, right? He leaving. He left Pittsburgh for New York.
No, that's true.
Yeah, well, he actually got less money with the Jets. He was just unhappy with the Pittsburgh organization.
No, he got less than expected. I think he still walked out with 15, didn't he? He was trying to get 20. He still walked out with a nice payday, but he held out too long.
Yeah, he did.
Interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now the Jets.
I'm sorry. No. You go.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, obviously, you know, he got with the Chiefs because the Chiefs are a contender. He wants a ring. Honestly, I could see him retiring within like the next 2 to 3 seasons, especially with what's been going on with him lately as far as like his yards. Like the last time that he had over 1,000 yards was his final season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he had like 500 or 600 yards as a New York Jet. And we're not even going to sit up here and talk about what he averaged this year with Kansas City. I mean, it was laughable. So at the end of the day, I guess he just wants a ring, which is fine. And then after that, hey, you know what? I'm good after that.
So do you think that he could be potentially riding the curtails of someone else towards that ring?
Yeah, that's what most people do.
Yeah.
Once they get their 7th or 8th year.
Yeah. That's all he's doing. Listen, he's like, okay, I don't have to do too much. We got the young guys out here doing the brunt of the work. You can throw me a screen here and then I do what I got to do. Oh, hold on. We got somebody on here. All right, so
we're going to have to switch this show real quick. I got time.
Yep, definitely time. So we had so just to fast forward for everybody.
Salute to you being
Tampa
here, Joe.
Bay.
What's up?
Yep, Tampa Bay beat New Orleans Saints. They did. They beat them pretty handily, and to go to the NFC Championship game. And so for whatever reason, I don't understand it because you have a gentleman that's been to the Super Bowl 9 times out of a 20-year career, potentially 10 times out of a 21-year career, if he beats Aaron Rodgers this Sunday. So that's literally half of his career he spent going to the Super Bowl.
14 out of 20 in the conference championship. Let's not forget
14
that.
out of 20 in the conference championship. Most passing yards in the postseason. Most passing TDs in the postseason. But however, somebody by the name of Peyton Manning, who's 2-2 in the Super Bowl, has somehow creeped up, and to some people, he's better than Tom Brady. So Joe is here because he believes that Peyton Manning is better than Tom Brady. So Joe, we're going to give you the floor first, sir, and please explain yourself.
And thank you for coming
The
on the
reason
show.
I say that is
Thank you.
because looking at both of their career stats. Now, mind you, Manning has played 4 more years than Brady has played 4 more years than Manning. But they both have similar stats. Stat lines are fairly similar. Now, during the regular season, Manning experienced more success than Brady during regular season. Now, Tom Brady in the postseason, he's outshined Manning. I mean, there's no comparison postseason. Manning finished his career 13-13 in the postseason. Like you said, 2-2 in the Super Bowl. But to me, what puts a mark on Tom Brady's record for being the greatest is the number of times that the Patriots were caught, cheating or participating in dishonest practices. Which, I mean, to me, that puts an asterisk on his career.
Okay, let me ask you this. Hold on, Mr. Jones. I'm going to ask the question because I know where you're going to get to. I know, but let me just ask you this. Okay, so, all right. So the first, I guess, instance where, the Patriots were outed for any wrongdoing was Spygate, right? So let me ask you this, Joe. I don't need to know specifically where you work at, but what field are you in? Like
heavy equipment.
Like what field is your profession? Heavy equipment. Okay. Yeah. So heavy equipment pretty much means we're using bulldozers, PLE, right? Powerlifting equipment, correct?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Let's say that your boss is being cheap and doesn't want to pay for you all to have new PLE equipment, right? So he fudges the audits that he does on that PLE equipment. Now, you're using that equipment. You still continue to be productive with that equipment. You get your job done. You're actually exceeding expectations, even though that equipment should not be in use. Should you not receive a bonus because your boss decided to fudge some paperwork on the availability of that PLE equipment?
I mean, it's still. I mean, that's
no. I'm asking. Just asking. Yes or no. Should you not get your bonus?
No, well,
You've done
everything that
you've been asked to do.
If I do everything that I can do, and I mean, he fudges the numbers. I mean, that's on him. But I mean, the fact is, if I know about it,
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm glad that you said that. He fudges the numbers. That's on him. Belichick is defensive minded. Spygate side on the offense of opposing teams. Brady is on offense going against opposing defenses. They didn't have tapes of the defense. They had tapes of the other team's offense. So at the end of the day, by your own saying, guess what? It's on Bill Belichick, the fact that he tried to steal the offense's game plan. Brady just executed the Patriots' offensive game plan to beat the opposing team's defense. But again, I'm going by what you just said.
Now, hold on. Now here's my point to that, though. Because both sides of the ball play a point in the game. The reason Brady is considered the GOAT is because of his number of wins. It's because of the number of wins he's been able to achieve. If you steal the other team's offensive scheme, you know what they're going to do before they do it. You have all these telltale signs. Yeah, your defense is keyed in on that offense to prevent them from scoring. The way you win is by outscoring another team, by outscoring the other team, right? So if the other team's offense is unable to score,
but I'm
saying to say that Manning is no competition because he doesn't have the number of wins that Brady has. Wins are brought on by both sides of the ball.
Who is Marvin Harrison?
Hold on. Let me say this, Mr. Jones. I apologize, Mr. Jones. Let me say this. Okay. It does take the whole team to win. So, Joe, let me ask you this. Spygate and Deflategate were figured out after Brady had how many Super Bowl wins?
Both of those were in Super Bowl winning seasons. And actually, Spygate was found out.
But hold on.
And Spygate was found to have occurred over the course of 2 seasons, that both of which Brady won Super Bowls. So 2 of his Super Bowl wins. Also, Deflategate was a year that he won the Super Bowl as well. So that is 3 Super Bowl wins out of 6 that, now have an asterisk.
So guess what? Okay, great. I'm glad that you said that, right? So let's say if we swept away. Hold on, listen. Let me just say this.
Right,
I know, but hold on. Let me just say this. So let me say this to you, Joe. All right. So let's say we swept away those 3 Super Bowl wins, right? How many Super Bowl appearances did Tom Brady have after those 3? Just can you answer that?
Tom Brady has 6 others, not counting those 3, because he's appeared in 9 total.
Okay, so let me get this straight. He appeared in 6 others since then. And honestly, Deflategate came out around the time that he played the Giants in the Super Bowl. So
he got punished for it, and they didn't even prove anything. And he still won the Super Bowl. They didn't prove anything. They had an MVP season.
But he did. But so here's the crazy thing. So he won 3 more rings since all of those scandals come out. But yet Peyton Manning has only won 2. One of which he was actually able to get Super Bowl MVP.
Both of them were carried. One was carried by a running game and a defense, and the other one was all carried about defense. Now, let me ask you this fact. Who has the most postseason career losses?
I believe somebody's had more than 13 losses postseason.
No, it's been Peyton Manning. He is the most losing quarterback in the postseason.
Okay, so he's still so he's 13-13 total in the postseason. But here's the thing now. But here's the thing. Now you say Brady's won. So if we say that we take away those 3 that he won that have an asterisk, right? So now he's got 3 other rings. Hold on. So he's got 3 other rings. Now he's only appeared in 6 total, not counting those 3. He's only appeared in 6 Super Bowls. So now he is 3-3, which is he's 500 in the Super Bowl, just like Manning, 500. A 500 record is a 500 record. And you also have to look at the fact that, again, Brady has played 4 more seasons. He's played 4 more seasons. Well, 3 more seasons since this year hasn't concluded. So he's played 3 more seasons
and have way better targets on his side. Marvin Harrison.
Here's the thing. I was about to say that. Can I ask you how many years did Tom Brady? Can I ask you? I was about to say that. James. How many years?
And how many years? He failed with that.
Yeah.
I like how your voice kept getting higher and higher and higher.
Absolutely.
It's mind-boggling to me.
Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
Other than Randy Moss, what did the Patriots ever acquire at the receiver position to help him? They made some people. I mean, like a la Wes Welker that Peyton ended up inheriting.
But like you said, they made people.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't inherit anyone. Now,
several of those players that were drafted by and were dominant in New England while playing with Tom Brady went to other teams once they left New England and were still just as good. So that shows you right there. Those were top caliber.
No. Stop right there, Joe. What other players left New England and went to other teams and were successful? Please let me know.
Yeah, I can give you a few that wasn't.
No, please. No, Mr. Jones. Let Joe, you can even do your Googles. Please tell me what team was on the New England Patriots, left them, and did better on another team. No, Mr. Jones. Let's let Joe answer the question.
His name was Deion Branch. I'll give you that one. That's for starters.
Let's see. First of all,
Branch was
let's see. You had Welker. Let's see. Kevin Falk was good with more than just New England.
Where was Amendola? Please name the team. Where was he at? Where was it? No, Amendola was a Ram. Amendola was a Ram, and then went to the Patriots, and that's where he was decent at. They found out that he could catch in West Welker.
Should we specify that it has to be in the NFL and not in the Canadian Football League or the XFL or anything else like that?
Pretty much. Please tell me who left the Patriots. Please tell me who left the Patriots.
No, Kevin Falk was with the only play with the Patriots. But no, you had Danny Amendola.
Sir, where did
Amendola?
Where did he go?
Let's see. Danny Amendola also played for. Who was it he played for?
Yeah, one good season with the Rams.
Yep. Go ahead, sir. You can do all your Googles all you want to. I promise you. We've already researched this. This is an argument that we have commonly on this show.
I don't have to read. We lived it. That's why it's crazy for me. We lived it. Like
so as
so Danny Amendola
real fast. So as Joe was looking this up, let's play this hypothetical real fast. I want to see what your guys' opinion on this hypothetical is. If Peyton stayed in the league as long as Tom Brady, do you think Peyton would outplay Brady and make it to more Super Bowls?
No.
Like you said,
he will be paralyzed.
No.
No, I agree with you guys. I just wanted to hear what you guys.
The only reason he's successful at Denver because, like I said, he had a team that knew how to get yak yardage to the point that his records that never be broken when it come to yak yardage. He wasn't throwing the ball over 30 yards. He wasn't going deep.
No.
Brady's doing that 43 this year, the last game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, and
but go ahead, Joe.
I just wanted to hear what your guys' opinion on that one is. If Peyton were to stay in the league as long as Brady is, where do you think Peyton would be at this precise moment now?
He'd be in the neck brace.
He'd be in the neck. Honestly, at this point, Peyton Manning would be in a wheelchair. He would be Professor X if he continued to play. And that's another thing that people don't give Brady the credit for. He literally said, you know what? I want to play till I'm 45 years old. So I believe at the age of 38, 39, he changed up, got on the keto diet, got rid of all of his body fat.
Mm-hmm. He went through a major. I'm going to change myself. He went through a major lifestyle change, not body, just lifestyle. And as
stop smoking them cigars.
As we're talking about this right now, my husband just texted me that he agrees with Mike and Mr. Jones right here. From downstairs, he texted me.
All right, so you had Woodhead and Amendola who played for other teams and were actually good players in other teams. Now most of their other weapons, no, their best part of their career was in New England. But you know what? But I mean, I agree. If Manning had kept playing, had he not had a strong line, if he kept playing, he probably would have ended up paralyzed after that injury he suffered, where he missed that whole season. I mean, it was a noticeable difference. I mean, he played noticeably different when he went to Denver. I mean, he was a lot more limited. But I mean, that still, when you look at, like I said, looking at his career numbers in the regular season, his numbers are great.
Yeah, because he had incredible talent at receiver.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Let me just say this, Mr. John. You keep saying regular season. Great. Okay, regular season. Regular season does not win you championships.
Yeah,
it gets you
to the in the GOAT conversation then if we talk a regular season.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Gets you there to the playoffs, but it's all about what you do in the playoffs. It's just like the famous quote. It's just like the quote that keeps going around about Tom Brady, where it was one of his teammates that was upset about making the Pro Bowl. And he told him, he said, "You think I'm in this shit to go to the Pro Bowl? I'm here to win rings. That's what I want. I don't care about the Pro Bowl. I don't care." Drew Brees himself came out and told Pam Oliver, "Guess what? I know I broke all these records. I know I have these stats and things like that. I will trade them in for more Super Bowl wins."
Yeah, she need to retire too, but that's another story.
That's another part of it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
like you guys were saying, Peyton distinctly played differently when he went from Indianapolis when he went to Denver. Denver is an outside stadium. Yeah, he had those gnarly broken bones and injuries that limited his play.
He couldn't throw.
Dude, here in Arizona this morning it was 50 something degrees, but it was cloudy. I've had 2 surgeries on my wrist and I wanted to chop my arm off this morning. Can you even freaking imagine how it is in Denver when it's snowing and the weather is that cold, how you have to play in that weather? Like I said, I'm in my 30s and I wanted to chop my goddamn arm off this morning. Like that in itself. And like you guys have said, his injuries have sidelined him so much that, you're right. If he did not retire when he did, he would be in a walker on the sideline.
Yeah. And here's another thing that we need to talk about Brady as well. So, first of all, you don't cooperate with the authorities. You destroy your cell phone, and where they force you because the commissioners, judge, hold on, Mr. Jones. Hold on, Mr. Jones. The commissioner's jury and executioner, right? So Brady gets suspended the first 4 games. He comes back and only loses 1 game and damn near runs the table for the rest of the season. In the MVP voting, doesn't get it, obviously, because he didn't play the entire season. That's the criteria. You got to play for the entire season. Goes on, he's down 28-3 in the Super Bowl and beats the Super Bowl MVP. Joe, Peyton Manning can never claim anything like that. He beat Rex Grossman, Rex Grossman and the Chicago Bears.
He beat that was the best offensive player on that team.
Exactly. And he beat a Cam that arguably a lot of people say that he was paid off to lose that game because he didn't want to go for a fumble and he just didn't have it.
He did an icky shuffle with it.
Exactly.
So there's some nice little dance moves on that one.
Tom Brady beat the greatest. Here's the thing. Tom Brady beat the greatest show on turf. He beat that vaunted Carolina team when that
his first year
A1. Yeah. First year beat the greatest show on turf. Second time in the Super Bowl, he beat the Carolina Panthers. And we all know that defense.
Steve Smith. Muhammad. There we go.
Yeah. Third Super Bowl, beat that Philadelphia Eagles team that had a great defense with Brian Dawkins, Troy Vincent, Jeremiah Trotter, and those boys out there. Not to mention T.O. Hold on, Joe. Let me finish. T.O. out there, pins and needles, 9 catches for 122, still out there killing shit, okay? Then 4th Super Bowl comes, okay? The 4th Super Bowl comes. He wins that. Then he beats the Atlanta Falcons team down 28-3. And then, yes, the defense, if you want to take the whatever, the defense did show up and beat the LA Rams. They knew that Jared Goff couldn't read a defense. I told people at the end of the day that this Super Bowl wouldn't be close and that LA would barely score, which they did not. All Belichick did was disguise his blitz, send it late. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Beat the Legion of Boom. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was the 4th Super Bowl. And that was, guess what? The Legion of Boom won the Super Bowl the previous year. They beat the shit out of the Denver Broncos. So I'm just trying to figure out, where is Peyton Manning? Where is he even comparing with this? Because he got embarrassed by that Seattle Seahawks team.
I was asleep by the time Justin Bieber did halftime.
They dropped a 50 burger.
Now, hold on. Now bringing up Tom Brady's early Super Bowl. You know, y'all like to talk about how Peyton Manning's Super Bowls were carried by defense and, you know, by a strong running game. Brady won, what was it? The first 3 Super Bowls, the special teams won it. What about field goal?
No, sir,
when they're winning by, when you're winning by a field goal, I'm just saying, if you're gonna say that Manning's defense is what got him those Super Bowls, if the team's defense is what got it, come on, man. To say that Brady winning a Super Bowl by 3 by a field goal is more credible.
How did they win by 3? Do you remember how they won by 3?
Hold on, Joseph.
If you win by a field goal,
I'm going Gail King, Joseph. I'm going Gail King right now, Joseph. What I need for you to do is this. You could take the time I will give you 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Please Google what was Tom Brady at in that second Super Bowl against Carolina, and if he threw for over 300 yards. Please let the people know what his stats were that second Super Bowl against Carolina. The first one I'll give to you, but Brady had to bring them down to the last drive. But please let the people know what was
29 to 26.
So just also like
what was Tom Brady's stats in that second Super Bowl against the Carolina Panthers? Please tell me. Please tell me, Joseph. Please tell me. I'm just gonna sit here. We'll wait.
Oh, I love the fact that you're being called Joseph right now. I love it.
He just took over my debate. It's supposed to be my debate.
We're all just gonna just.
Oh my God! Shout out to Alice Black. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. You know what? They say Aaron Rodgers might host Jeopardy in the future too. That'll be so.
I have heard that. That's gonna be great. I mean, he has some acting experience under his belt, wasn't he?
Like he's naturally a funny dude. He's just a laid back California guy. Like I'll be looking at him every Tuesday on a Pat McAfee podcast. Dope. I spent like an hour with him and stuff. He shooting the shit.
All right, Joe, do you have it? When they played against Carolina in the Super Bowl, he completed 32 out of 48 attempts for 354 yards, 3 TDs, 1 interception.
My gosh, over 300 passing yards. My God, and
that was an audible gasp right there.
Almost 350 yards. My God, that was awesome.
I mean,
he threw 3, but the fact is they still won off of a field goal.
And who led them down there to get that field goal? Who was it? Was it Thomas?
He may have gotten them down the field.
Brady the third? Who was it?
Sorry, but my comment was funny.
Yeah, Joseph. Here's the thing, sir.
Let's go,
Mr. Jones. Here's the thing, Joseph. We appreciate you joining. We really do. Clearly, we know what the outcome of this debate is. Everybody who's commenting right now is telling us what the outcome is. We appreciate you. Please join the debate group, sir. It is an open group. Please join it. We would love to continue to have you and everything like that. Mr. Jones has further obligations that he needs to attend to later on tonight. So we need to continue with the rest of our show. But we appreciate you, Joseph. We really do.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Okay.
That got ugly.
It's okay.
I'm just sitting here just like, keep going, keep going, keep going.
You ain't had to do all of that.
It's okay. I did.
Case
Okay.
heart.
Here's the thing. Sir, I get tired of the foolishness. I get tired of the ESPN, the Fox Sports analysts, and everything. I'm tired of it. Okay.
Oh,
When you
man.
hit these people with cold hard facts, usually they're silent. Okay.
Shout out to Tay and Josh out there. See y'all Sunday.
Exactly. See you Sunday.
That
All
could
right,
be
so
you.
can we?
Y'all incredible. Y'all incredible.
Oh shit! Highlight was when you kept calling him Joseph. I'm like, oh, that's great.
I had to go Gail King at this point because you know what? Gail King, what I've noticed about her, and I apologize, you know what, for a previous show that we did back in the day where, you know, I didn't have such a nice title.
That was deserving at the time. She should have never did that shit on Kobe.
Yeah. But like, here's the thing. At the end of the day, but like, here's the thing. With Gail King, here's the thing with Gail. She knows how to call people out for who they are. We know the man is Robert Kelly. She knows him. I'm sorry, we know him as R. Kelly. She knows him as Robert. Just like you all know him as Joe, I know him as Joseph. Okay? That is who he is. Joseph.
Love it. Joseph. And you have to say it like that.
Now,
too.
here's the thing.
Joseph.
Yeah. Here's what. All right, listen, you all. The person I'm about to bring right now, obviously, you know, I just want to let you know.
He a legend in the
his man.
game.
He is. He's a legend in the debate game. But what I want to let you know is he is a little bit salty. He's salty because this gentleman played for his franchise for 20 years. But now his first year away from that franchise, he's already in a conference title game.
Why they in Cabo?
It wasn't.
Why they Cabo with us?
Exactly. Mr. Sosa, how you doing, sir?
Having a little bass fishing
What's
competition.
going on? How we doing today?
No, I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
Things are well. So I just wanted to start off. You asked Joe some double-sided questions. So he's not really a Patriots fan, so he doesn't really know. But the Patriots don't draft good wide receivers. Name a superstar wide receiver that the Patriots drafted in the last 20 years. There isn't one.
No.
That was my point.
So when you say
they made wide receivers.
What wide receivers? Wait a second. They didn't make anybody, but except for Gronk, he's not really a wide receiver. I don't consider Deion Branch a. Let me get my point out.
They make
So when you say what player went to another team and was actually good, there's only about one. Oh, who was Wes Welker, right? Because we don't draft good wide receivers. So you're asking him a question that he can't even answer because it's not there.
Rodney Harrison was decent before he came. Before, not after.
Sir, let me just say this.
He did go Super Bowl with the Chargers.
Yeah, I know, but hold on. Let me say this. The Patriots were actually able to get 1,000-yard receiving season out of Troy Brown. Okay? Troy Brown. Brady got that season out of him. It wasn't Bledsoe. Okay? It wasn't the other guys before him. It was Tom Brady. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady III, who got that 1,000-yard season out of Troy Brown. He was straight trash. Deion Branch had a couple good seasons with you all, left because he didn't get the money, went to the Seahawks, stunk it up, and then came back to the Patriots.
I know. Well, we're forgetting, Little Malloy. Yeah, his career is basically over after that.
He was a safety.
You're talking about players in general who were good after, not just wide receivers.
Yeah. We're talking about players in general who were good, left the Patriots, and then went on and get better.
Okay, great. So you have to understand the Patriot system, and I think you're aware. The Patriots will milk everything out of a player and then dump them once they're in the twilight. They don't let good players go. So, yeah, of course, after they leave, they're already spent. Look at Vince Wilfork. Look at Richard Seymour. These players are in their twilights when they leave, so no, they're not going to do well. They get their payday and they fold. Just like the tackle who went to the Colts, I believe. I forget his name now, but that's just the system that we have. So no one's going to be good after they leave us. That's just the way we work.
Willie McGinnis.
So then,
Yep.
in that retrospect of that, theoretically, according to your theory, Tom Brady should have sucked ass this year, right?
No,
Because,
because
like,
he had a whole bunch of talent around him. No.
Oh,
but
here
he
we
had
go.
two
But
top
you just said
receivers.
right now.
So
But you
Tom
just
Brady
said right
doesn't
Here
now.
we go.
Once, you just said
Here we
right
go.
now. Once someone leaves the Patriots milk their players for all they're worth and then lets them go.
Mhm.
So then, what's going on with Tom Brady then? Is he that
So Tom
just
Brady-
anomaly that just happened?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain it to you. Tom Brady.
Okay.
I'm
go
just
ahead.
asking
Has
what you just quoted.
I'm
right
gonna
now.
explain why. So when we talk exceptions to the rule, this is an exception to the rule, right? I can say something
Okay,
that's
go
true
ahead. I'm
100
listening.
times, and then you find some one or two examples, and you want to say, "But look at this," right? So Tom Brady has 2 number 1 receivers on his team, right?
2 number 1 receivers.
Yes or no?
Go ahead.
Mike Evans isn't a number 1 receiver.
He is.
Is Mike Evans number 1? Okay, and Antonio Brown's not a number 1 receiver.
He can be. And he can be. No, he is. He's a
Not
number
right
1.
now.
So okay,
Not right now.
see, that's what I'm talking about. What you mean, not right now? Anyway, if he goes to another team,
Yeah.
he's a number 1 receiver. He was a number 1 receiver
I
last
got
season
the
too,
wings again.
right?
But go
Oh
ahead.
my god!
All right, bet. So when you load him with talent, with Gronk, right? Talent, and he doesn't have to be 5 years ago, Gronk. He just commands enough defensive presence to where it's like we don't want to let Gronk beat us, right? Don't they have Brait? Ken Brait? Isn't he a top tight end? No. Okay. So someone pull up his stats because I guarantee he was in the top 10 last season. But
Ooh.
my point is, when you load somebody with that much talent, man, you could put me back there and I could win 4 games. That's how much talent Tom Brady has on his team. So that's why he's doing well. He wasn't doing this good last season, right? It's the talent that's around him.
But here's the problem, though. Here's the problem. Hold on. So here's what's weird. So you say that.
Oh, the weather got something to do with it too.
Hold on.
You feel good enough for the weather.
Hold on. Can I say something? Sosa, did he not have over 4,000 yards the last season with the Patriots? Yes or no?
I don't remember, but I'll take your word for it.
No. You don't have to remember. Google it right now. Google it. I'm gonna give you time. I'm about to eat a chicken wing. Go ahead. Google it. Did he have over 4,000 yards? Go ahead. Google it.
This is
I'm gonna eat a chicken wing.
where they from today.
It's saucy.
Where they
It's
from
saucy.
today?
I don't know. I gotta look at the Grubhub bag. This motherfucker's off the hook too. Saucy.
He had
Oh my
4,057.
I gotta look at the girl.
He had
What did he have?
4,057, 24 touchdowns. Wait. 4,057 yards.
So he
24
had
touchdowns,
over
8
4,000
interceptions.
yards. Sosa. That's all I needed to hear. He had over 4,000 yards.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Now let me read off this.
Now,
season's
hold on.
stats. Can I do that or no?
No, hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, you want to see this season's stats?
Sure, go ahead.
I clicked that off. I thought you wasn't gonna let me do it.
It was over 4,000 yards.
4,633, 40
Okay.
touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. He almost
Can you-
doubled his touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's the talent
Here's what's
that
crazy.
I'm talking about.
No,
That's the
here's the
talent
crazy
that I'm
thing.
talking about.
But here's the crazy thing. Like, can I ask you something? In the previous season, did Tom Brady have an offseason and a training camp with those wide receivers? Yes or no?
Yeah, you did.
Did he have one this season with these receivers? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think.
But he
needs
still
to.
found a way to make it happen.
He has
This is what
two
I'm
number
talking
one
about.
receivers on his team and 2 top tight ends on his team. What
Sir,
are you talking about?
Antonio Brown didn't get there till after 6 games. So what's your excuse now? Go ahead.
Okay, 6 games. That's still most of the season.
Okay, look up Antonio Brown's
You're
stats.
like
See
the
how many.
full
See how
targeted
many.
Who's the other
Hold
target
on.
on the team?
They don't even target
See
him.
how
Who's
many
the other
yards did Antonio Brown have this season? Go ahead, let the people know. Go ahead, look it up. How many yards did Antonio Brown have this season? Please tell me. So
Let's. You
I
want
got the wings again, y'all. They saucy.
Oh my
Okay.
god, you're gonna be on the hot wing show.
God damn it. Go ahead. How many?
Show talking about Brady.
How many?
Why we gotta defend the GOAT like this?
We waiting.
Yeah, why we gotta defend this GOAT? There's other GOATs that's more debatable than this.
Mm-hmm.
Why we can't
the right
debate
Antonio Brown?
baseball?
It is the right Antonio Brown. It is. Go ahead. Let the people
No, it
know
was
how
some
many
older
yards
from
did
like
he have.
1982.
Antonio Brown ain't do shit for them this year. He just started getting targets.
Did somebody get injured? Didn't somebody get injured? While I'm looking
No.
at the stat.
Sosa, I don't have time for none of that. You're throwing out smoke screens, okay? Oh, did somebody get
asking
injured?
you.
Oh, was somebody abducted by a UFO? Oh, was this person hit by a metro bus while watching How High? Please tell me, how many yards did Antonio Brown have this season with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
It's only giving me per game.
Okay. All right, but here's the thing. I'm going to use my Google then. Since it's only giving you per game, let me do this. I just put the wings down because Sosa can't find the stats.
So you gotta get a towelette or something, man. You can't get something.
45 receptions, 483 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Oh my God, only 483 yards. Are you kidding? He didn't even get 500 yards.
Yo, that might be better than any receiver we had on our
He's
team.
a number one. He's a number one.
Yo, that might be better than anybody on our team this season, yo.
You got Pad Express.
You know why? Because Cam Newton was throwing the ball. That's why. Because Cam Newton was throwing the ball. If Brady was there, you all would have made it to the playoffs, just like you did last year.
At least.
Would you agree that it's the talent around him, right?
No, it's Thomas. That's who it is. He elevates.
He makes people better.
He does.
And that's exactly it.
Oh my, yes, he elevates the talent around him. Come on, Sosa. Here's the thing. I
don't know why that's
here's the thing.
I never debated that.
Sosa. Here's the thing. Sosa, I don't want to call you by your government because you didn't use it on here. Joe did. I won't call you by your government, but Sosa. Okay? Sosa. This is what I want to tell you. Okay? You have Tom Brady. I get it. He was with you for 20 years. The fact that you can't see that your owner likes to give rub and tugs, but don't want to give people control over the offense and everything. That is why Thomas left. That is why he left.
I don't know how that doesn't even make sense.
It does. So here's the thing. Thomas left. Thomas left because he wasn't getting what he wanted, which was control of the offense and the money that he was asking for. He went to another team when everybody kept telling him, oh, it's Bill Belichick. Oh, Brady ain't going to be nothing without Belichick. He can't do this. He can't do that. And can you tell me why this man is in the NFC Championship game? NFC Championship.
Yeah.
I don't think
even Bruce has come out.
I think
Bruce came out and said, I love it. Bruce Arians came out and said that he even sits back and lets Tom Brady call the game.
Exactly.
He let him coach his offensive line.
He does.
Bruce Arians has been a shitty coach his whole career. What are you talking about?
Anyway.
But yet they're still in the championship.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, because of Tom Brady, not because of Bruce Arians.
Sorry. Just stop it.
What has Bruce Arians ever done? Wasn't he?
I get it. Sosa, you're bitter, okay?
So Bruce Arians is a good coach now?
Sosa, let me tell you what you sound like right now. Sosa, let me tell you what you sound right now. Sosa, can I say a statement right now, please? I'm just asking. This is what you sound like right now. You sound like the baby mama who stuck with the guy for 12 years. He never gave her a ring, okay? And he said, you know what? I'm out. He went, met someone else, some young hot trot, and they got married within a year or two. So now you're better, okay? He gave you 20 years of his life. Okay? He gave you 20 years of his life. He gave you all 9 Super Bowl appearances. 9. That's more than most franchises have. 9. Okay? You couldn't give him. You couldn't put your ego to the side to let him have, a couple things go his way because, it's the Patriots way. So now guess what happened? You failed this season. Okay? You failed. And Tom Brady
got about 2 years from rebuilding, baby.
But what you fail to realize is, the Bucs are going to dump everything into this season and then suck for another 10. Like they did before.
Why are they going to suck for another 10? Why are they going to suck for another 10 when Brady is signed for 3 years? Why would they suck for another 10 when Brady is signed for 3 years?
After Tom Brady leaves, they're going to suck. Can you agree?
Oh, so we're going to talk about in the next 4 or 5 years,
sir. You all suck after
Tom Brady left. It's one season. Oh, let me explain something to you. It's one season.
Who's your starting quarterback?
We had several different opt-outs.
Who's your starting quarterback for next year? We know who the Bucs is.
Go ahead.
Who's your starting quarterback for next year? Because we know who the Buccaneers
is going to be.
Does it matter?
Tom Brady.
You're deflecting from what I'm saying.
Who's your quarterback next season? You're looking like the Washington football team out there. You don't know.
This is good.
You don't know if it's going to be a nigga named Heineken. You don't know if it's going to be Alex Smith. You don't know if you're going to draft a QB. You know what's going on. You're like the Washington football team out there in New England. That's what you are. You've become the Washington football team of the AFC East. That is what you've become.
Let me ask you this. What did I say that wasn't true? But did I say that?
I stopped listening.
Really good. Man, this is really good.
I stopped listening. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Because you know everything I'm saying is true. You can't debate it. So then you start talking about baby moms. Let me explain it to you.
Sir. Hey.
Let me explain it to you. Tampa Bay is dumping everything they can to make a nice run now. They're going to suck.
No, for the next 3 years. For the next 3 years.
For the next
another 3 years, it will be good.
They've been to the playoffs 10 times out of 44 seasons. They're going to stink, right? Tom Brady is playing the short game, which he should. Bill Belichick is playing the long game.
He's 43 years old. He can't play the long game.
Long game? Bill Belichick's not playing the long game.
Yes, you can.
Exactly. Bill Belichick, you better.
He wants to.
Now, what is he going to do? Call it from the booth?
Is that what he's going to do? Last year, the way Cam was playing, he went down the field.
Unbelievable.
No, he's 68. He's 68.
He's not that old.
What is coach of NFL history? Marty Schottenheimer, I think.
What? Pete Carroll's older than he is.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure. But here's the thing. Apparently, a lot of what I'm saying is true too. That's why it's getting to you. I'm just trying to figure out why.
It's not getting to
you know,
me.
this great guru, great guru of Belichick. Why he couldn't figure it out this season? Why couldn't Belichick figure it out this season, sir?
You want me to tell you?
Before or after Brady, it looks like, right?
Why?
You want me to tell you or no?
Yeah, go ahead, Sosa. Why?
So, how many defensive opt-outs did we have?
I don't know. You tell me.
So the thing that carried Brady, hold on, wait. The thing that carried Brady last season, we didn't have it this year. That's why we were so bad. Because we had no defense.
I thought Stephon Gilmore in the defense carried. All right, so who opted out? Who opted out that was significant? Please tell me.
Google it.
Well, Patrick Chung.
No. That's your team.
Our whole linebacker.
You tell me.
No.
Gerard Mayo. So Gerard Mayo opted out,
right?
Huh?
Gerard Mayo opted out.
Yeah.
So if I Google it right now, Gerard Mayo was not a New England Patriot this season.
I know it's one of them dudes' names.
Cast receiver.
I'm just trying to figure out what
Brady
happened.
did fine with those basics. No, Jacoby got injured. He didn't do just fine.
But he still had over 4,000 yards passing, sir, with nobodies, out there receiving. You sound like a CD tipping in a car, sir. They hit the speed bump over there on Marlboro Pike. That's what you sound like.
He had Danny last season. Yeah, but he
didn't have Edelman. Okay, he barely had
Edelman. Not Edelman. Yeah, Edelman last season. Edelman's a nobody now.
Sir, go ahead. No, Julian Edelman,
I'm
he is.
asking you.
He's somebody. Go ahead.
Okay,
No,
he had
he's
him last
somebody.
season. He had him last
Okay.
season, didn't he? But that's what I was
He
saying.
did, but he
Bill
didn't have
Belichick
a fall
has to play the long
16.
game.
But he didn't have a fall 16 games due to injury. But go ahead.
Didn't he get popped for PEDs?
He did. So go ahead.
Players
Who
out
else?
for PEDs all the time.
Who else? Sir, here's what I'm
Who
going to
else?
do.
Okay, exactly. You're proving my point. He has way better players this season on offense. Am I right or wrong? Yes or no? And how many
He
more
does,
games
but
did he
he
win?
still made the playoffs last year. You all didn't even make the playoffs.
Because of
The Miami
defense.
Dolphins outshined you in
Because
your
of the
own
defense.
division.
Yeah, y'all was only competitive because the greatness of Belichick coaching.
Because of the defense. We had the best defense, defense last season. You forgot about that? Nobody could score on us. I think the first touchdown that was scored, it was like week 9.
Okay.
Yeah, you can win those games.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins can win those games.
Mhm.
If you're not getting touchdowns put on you until week 9.
I mean, at the same time, pick sixes don't help either. Brady didn't give a lot of them like Cam did either.
Time is good for a pick 6 all the time, consistently.
We talking about last year Tom Brady
Okay.
compared to this year Cam Newton.
Every season, I watch every single game.
Cam
He's
gave
good
you
for
at
a pick
least
6.
4 pick sixes in that season. At least 4.
Tom might have had 4 last season, to be honest with you.
I think we are all in agreement in saying that New England definitely is a rebuilding year, and that comment is fucking great. But it's definitely a rebuilding year. They have to start from the ground up. That's the big thing. Just like every other
Wait a minute.
team.
Hold on. Can I say something? So look, I like what. Sir, you know what I like before I let you go? I like that you continue, sir. I like you just get on here. You get on here out of anger. You don't, you take the time to research things like that. Guess what the Patriots defense was ranked this year, sir?
What, 12?
Guess what the Patriots defense was ranked this year?
12.
They were higher.
7.
Yeah.
7.
No, I said they were higher.
Top 10 defense. Okay,
Yeah.
and you still couldn't get to the playoffs. And here's the thing. Hold on.
Yeah, top 10
hold on.
versus
Here's what I
1?
want to do. Hold on. Let me say this. Here's what I'm going to do. So here's what I want to do, right? So there were 6 teams ahead of the New England Patriots. The LA Rams, did they make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I'm asking Sosa. Did the LA Rams make the playoffs? Yes or no?
I said yeah.
Okay. Did the Baltimore Ravens make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Did the Pittsburgh Steelers make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Did the Washington football team make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Doesn't fucking count. Get the hell out of here. Next.
Did the Washington football team make the playoffs?
No, come on. Stop.
Wait. I'm
Yes or no?
confused. How does that not even count?
Mr. Jones, can you answer that question?
Because
Mr.
the
Jones, can
NFC
you
East is the worst division in football. They got him with a negative
Okay.
record.
Mr.
That shit
Jones,
don't count.
Mr. Jones, did they get in? Yes or no? Did the Washington football
They
team get in? Yes or no?
Yep.
They
Well,
got him with a
Division
negative
is a
record.
division
They
no matter
all
what.
got into
People-
the division sucks.
So what? A division is a
Okay.
division. If you
All
win
right.
the division, you're
If
still in.
everybody is bad, that doesn't make you good. If you beat all the bad teams,
You
that
are
doesn't make you
the
good.
best of the worst. You still get in. That's the thing. That's what happens when it comes to the playoffs and the shit like that. It doesn't
Yeah, no, I
matter
don't
if you
wanna hear it.
suck.
Yep.
If you're the best
For
of
the
the
point that
worst, you
he's
still get
trying to
fucking in.
prove, it's no. But yes, they made it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So did the New Orleans Saints make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's what you'll have me on, and I'll give it to you on this one. Number 6, the Miami Dolphins went 10-6. Obviously, they did not make the playoffs.
No.
In a way harder
They
division
should have.
than the NFC East.
They should
Go
have,
ahead.
but they did not at 10-6. And then number 7, you have the New England Patriots, but they didn't make the playoffs. So there you have it. I named 5 teams ahead of them who made the playoffs, and then 6 teams who had a better record than them. But yet they're the number 7th ranked defense, but they couldn't get in there. Oh my goodness, this is so bad.
Yeah,
So,
because of our offense. Because our offense.
So we appreciate you.
Y'all damn near last.
So we appreciate
you. Anybody. Didn't Jameis Winston throw for 5,000 yards last season with less?
He threw 30 picks.
With less. He still had Godwin. I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Let me correct him on something. So that Cameron Brate that you speak of, he's so great. He was there last year. OJ Howard, he was there last year. Ronald Jones, he was there last year.
Go ahead.
Chris Godwin, he was there last year. Mike Evans,
Godwin. See, that's the other one too. See? Oh, so you're omitting people. Look at all the talent my man has. He should be where he's at. He has the best offensive weapons in the NFL.
But guess what? That team didn't make the playoffs last year.
What NFL team this season has better offensive skill players?
You said what?
What NFL team this year has better offensive skill players than Tom Brady?
Kansas City.
Only other team probably argue, Kansas City. Like, come on, man.
No brainer.
Okay, one team that proves my point. There's 32 teams.
You asked us to name somebody. We just did. We said the Kansas City Chiefs.
Good. You named one. That's my point.
I'm pretty positive Jones said someone else too. So theoretically, that's 2.
No. Who did he name? Say it again.
Jones, what did you say?
Nah, I mean, I'll argue Tennessee, but that's about it.
Hell no.
You said skill players. Other than the quarterback position, you said skill players.
Skill play. And here's hold on. I'll give you another team.
AJ Brown.
I was about to say that, and here's another. I'll give you another team that had better in skills player and talent. They might not have lived up to it, but another team that had better with skills player, and people may not like this, but it was the Dallas Cowboys. You talking about a 3-headed monster of receiver. You got Gallup, you got Lamb, and you got Amari Cooper. And I dare you to talk bad about that trio. And then you turned around and you had Zeke out there in the backfield along with Tony Pollard as lightning. On paper, that's a solid team. On paper. If Tom Brady went to the Dallas Cowboys, we probably would be in the playoffs.
What y'all think about the Bills? I think the Bills might be one.
The Bills, that's
no.
Yeah, because you got Brown. Hold on, no. They got a trio. They got Brown. They got Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs there. You can't.
But they have
Cole Beasley. You just named Cole Beasley. Come on, dog.
Cole Beasley a Pro Bowler.
Okay, hold.
He's a Pro Bowler.
Cole, he is.
Stephon Diggs led the league in yards.
Hold on. Here's another thing that I just want to go ahead and quiet him up about. So Cole Beasley, right? Since he's sitting up here, you talking about Cole Beasley? Cole Beasley had 100. He had 82 catches for 967 yards, sir, and made the Pro Bowl.
Ever? Is this his best season ever?
Hold on, let me double check because I'll tell you right now if it's his best. Actually, it is. It is his best season ever.
No.
Yeah.
So now what?
He had his best season ever. On their best season ever in the last 20 years, he had his best season. He didn't even crack 1,000 yards. But that's who you want to name. Because you're telling me he's better than AB, Gronk, Evans.
Did AB have 1,000 yards? Did Gronk have 1,000 yards? Did Gronk have 1,000 yards?
Gronk off wrestling, right? We're talking about people that's been in the field.
Okay. All right. Because you're being facetious right now, saying Cole Beasley is better than Cole Beasley. Don't get no starts. Come on, man. Cole Beasley's been a slot receiver. He's been a number 3 his whole career. He's not a good.
He got 10 starts. He got 10 starts this season. What about Stephon Diggs? What about him?
I'm talking about as a number 1 receiver. He's not a number 1 receiver. He'll never be a number 1 receiver. He's not a good player.
Godwin to me is not a number 1 receiver.
Hell no.
He's better than Cole Beasley.
Because he's taller, yes.
Now? Okay, then, so he's better. Why argue it to put a caveat in than just to agree? Just say yes.
Okay, can I ask you something?
No,
all right, can I ask you something? Against the Saints, how many catches? Can I ask you something? How many catches did AB have against the Saints?
I don't know.
You can Google it. Go ahead, let me know.
I'm not gonna.
You can Google it. He didn't have. He didn't even have 3, sir. He only had 2 catches.
Okay, I'll take your word for
it. I'm just telling you the facts. That's all. So here's my thing. The thing.
So who are you picking? Who are you picking?
What do you mean?
Who are you picking? Cole Beasley or AB?
I'm not picking. Here's the thing. Cole Beasley or who?
AB. Who are you picking?
Oh, you moving it. You moving in there.
I mean, that's not a fair comparison. yeah, like moving the needle.
Now, if you ask me, man, we say as a whole, skill conditions as a whole.
Because you guys, because he likes to twist it, and that's why he didn't answer. We're saying who is actually better. You're not picking Cole Beasley over no wideout, none of those 3 on Tampa Bay, and you're not. So stop saying he's good. That's my whole point.
Cole Beasley is good though. He makes plays,
but he's not better.
He's a scrappy guy. He gets
Remember when y'all had Wes Welker?
Don't compare Wes Welker to Cole Beasley, please.
Why not?
Because Wes Welker's a consistent 100-catch man, 1,000-yard season man, consistently over his career. Don't compare the two. It's disgusting. He had 900 yards his best season.
Okay. Hi, my love.
Like year 4, 5?
No.
Okay.
He was in Dallas for 3 years.
Okay.
Or 4 years, wasn't he?
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that was like the beginning of his career. It's
Cole Beasley, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
So
here's the thing. Wes Welker did it. Wes Welker's best years were with New England. And who was the quarterback when Wes Welker got there?
Didn't he have 1,000 yards with Peyton Manning?
No, he did not, sir. He did not. I'm sorry. Actually, his total, the most he ever received with them, 778.
Yeah, injuries.
That's it. Just 778.
Injuries.
And how many games did he play?
He played 13, where he had 73 catches for 778. Then the following season, he played 14 games. Hold on. And then he had 14 games the following season where he only had 464 yards.
You can see his depletion. But that, come on, that 13 and 700, that 13 and 800, come on, he was getting 1,000. He was getting 1,000, and you know
Sosa.
He went from blue magic to that stepped-on shit.
He had injuries. He had neck
Sosa.
Injuries. But you see it.
Sosa. Here's what we're going to do, sir. Sosa. We appreciate you being on, sir. Okay?
Absolutely.
We really do. We appreciate you trying to make an argument. Unfortunately, you provided great entertainment for the people by continuing to lose this debate. I want you to have a great evening.
You don't
go
answer
to sleep.
Questions.
Okay. Take a nap.
Go Green Bay.
Enjoy, sir. Okay. I know. It's go everybody until he finally loses. But he ain't losing. So you have a great evening.
All right, peace.
Peace. Okay.
That was fantastic.
All right.
What else are we going to talk about today? I think
here's the thing. We was going to talk about Kyrie, but Mr. Jones, I know everything that you have going on. We've given the people an hour and 10 minutes.
We got time.
You sure?
Yeah, we got time.
I don't want to rush this Kyrie thing, though.
Okay.
We got time.
Drop it, Chapman.
Okay. All right. So here's what we'll do. Let's talk about Kyrie Irving right now. Okay. Kyrie Irving's finally back with the Brooklyn Nets. I think he got fined over $1 million. And then they had him on an interview, which has a lot of people upset because Kyrie was just like, hey, I had some personal stuff going on. I had family. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I had family. And Yeah, that was it.
I think it was something in his quote was exactly like, "I needed a break"
Yeah,
or something like
he
that.
needed a break. Exactly.
You know, the NBA
So
big on himself too. I mean, Kevin Love did it.
exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Mr. Jones, for making that point. So go ahead. Why don't you just go ahead and take us away?
What, as far as the Kyrie,
Mm-hmm.
or just like the state of mental health in the NBA, that the NBA is
Yep.
big advocates of it, and
Yep.
it's not really unusual for people to take games off due to mental health, even though most
Mm-hmm.
of the time they would use it for like undisclosed reasons or things are not due to the team or anything like that. But
Yep.
yeah, I think he might have took some time off due to mental health reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And in all honesty, it makes sense because if you think about it, professional athletes, to sound cliche, they're people too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have to take a mental health day,
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while, just because life sucks right now. Life sucks for everyone right now, not just me, but everyone. And so, it's like we talked last time. Everyone that is a professional athlete is just magnified so much more. If he needed a mental health break, then more power to him to realize that he needed it and he took the time to take care of himself.
Yeah, imagine 100 channels on TV. You getting shitted on by 65 of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't even talk about sports. It's probably taking shots at you.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine that. Or millions of people on these social media sites talking
That
shit.
think that they know better than this athlete that worked his ass off his entire life to get to where he is.
That's what I want to
I
say for the
personally,
people.
if that's what it was,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, more power to him to realize that that was what he needed.
Mm-hmm. Here's what I want to say to the people. So I remember last NBA season when Kyrie Irving said, "Hey, like the bubble is basically like systemic racism. We shouldn't play it, things like that." He faced a lot of criticism.
Yeah, from
Kyrie
yours truly
basically
too.
said, "Yeah, he said, listen, I don't want like the whole Black Lives Matter movement to get lost in the shuffle because if we play basketball, things are just going to go back to normal." Everybody trashed Kyrie and said, Kyrie, it's because you have nothing to play for. You don't have Kevin Durant there. The Brooklyn Nets are losers. You have absolutely nothing to play for. That is why you opened up your mouth. Well, guess what? The man had Kevin Durant this season. They were balling. Then they turned around and got James Harden, and he still didn't rush to come back. So so for the people who called him fake, who said that he was full of shit last year, can you tell me what his reasoning would be for sitting out this season?
Oh well, since I was one of the ones who kind of shitted on him initially, because I still think a part of it was due to what's the point of going if you're not really going to compete? Why go
Mm-hmm.
through the shit if you ain't going to compete? I thought that was part of the
Mm-hmm.
reason why he said what he said. But
Mm-hmm.
him actually taking time off or anything, I think the reason is two things. One is he had mental health issues in the past, and this is time to take his mental health break. And another thing is what he was advocating the whole time was actually brought into fruition, and definitely this year because they're talking about going into another situation when they leave their family even longer in a bubble
Mhm.
because they're going to finish the season out.
Mm-hmm.
They go now. When is it? January, February? If they go
Yep.
now, they're going to finish the season out. So that'd be even a longer
Mm-hmm.
time under them strict rules.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah,
everybody ain't trying to do that, but everybody doesn't have the it, testicular fortitude to step up, or intestinal if you're a woman to step up.
I
And
like it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's like one of the people that actually got the goal to stand up for what he believes in.
And that's exactly it.
And be honest, take advantage of if he can right now, because players actually have power. Let me give you an example. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. I talk about him all the time. He's the original, I guess, quote unquote, Colin Kaepernick. He didn't stand up because how his heritage, Muslims been treated in America, and this was 1995.
Mm-hmm.
And what did
Yeah.
they do? They just stopped playing him. They suspended him because he wouldn't stand for the national anthem. Or then when he did stand, he had turned his back. And they pretty much blackballed him for that.
That's
Now
exactly right.
he actually is. You have someone in a higher caliber that actually got the power to do it and still play. Why not take advantage of it if you're doing it for the right cause?
That's exactly it.
You want them to be role models. You want them to be influencers. Then when they do it, you get upset.
And that's the big thing is we are expecting people, high profile athletes, not even high profile, just regular athletes. I mean, yeah, okay, that sounded really bad. Any athlete is a high profile individual within our world. And the fact that they have this platform that we don't, they need to use it more. We need to use our platform for it. They need to use their platform more. And that's the big thing. And just make it correct. If you're going to support something, you need to do it correctly. That is the thing. Because
it's more.
But my thing is, if you don't support it either, you shouldn't be crucified for not supporting it. If
no, not at all.
No, exactly.
I don't look. Oh, go ahead.
A lot of people do that though. They crucify people sometimes because they're silent on certain situations. I'd rather for you to be silent than go up there and say some ignorant shit like Drew Brees did before the season.
Yeah, or like LeBron did with the whole China thing. And I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just saying in general.
Ding. I know, right here. There you go. There you go.
I'm just saying because but here's the thing. That's the problem, and like that's what I was trying to get people to understand. Because like I got a lot of flack for my Drew Brees post and everything, and I'm just like, listen, I get that he's done a lot for the New Orleans community. I get that, but it's 2020 at that time that he made the statement, and for you to come out and make that statement, where clearly that myth has already been debunked. It was never about the flag. It was never about disrespecting the flag. Tells me that you are completely tone deaf. And people literally go to the old adage, and I'm going to call people out on this. They go to the old, well, Drew Brees has done so much for the community. He's given so much money. Well, guess what? So have some of your favorite politicians, and so have some of your not so favorite politicians. Trump has given out money and things like that. But guess what? Does that mean that he cares about people? No, he does because at the end of the day, that's what makes him look good. Okay, and so at the end of the day, when we circle it back to Drew Brees, yes, he may be a nice guy. He may say the right things. Obviously, he was there for New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, handing out the meals, and then they won the Super Bowl. But again, they couldn't get back to the Super Bowl after that season. A little something fishy with that, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But just to get back to this, Kyrie Irving is not just saying, hey, I'm throwing money at a problem. Kyrie Irving is saying, I'm jumping out there and I'm doing something. I'm in the parking lot. I'm handing out food. I'm handing out clothing. I'm trying to actually build the community. I'm on these Zoom calls with people of different races and different ethnicities and things like that, trying to figure out how we can make all this come together. I'm not just throwing up. Yeah, I'm not just throwing up an elementary school, who's using my name, but that's owned by, the city government and everything that I don't really own, but they're just using my name. Okay. That's not what he's doing.
No, that's exactly. It's one thing to donate money, and it's one thing to donate money and actually do something about it. That's exactly it.
Giving all the kids bikes and scholarships. Don't do that.
Mr. Jones, I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm just calling it like I see it.
At least he got the
because
school name. In America, unlike Oprah and Dr. Umar Imaginary School.
Thank you.
Okay, but here's the thing. When are we going to give Jalen Rose his flowers? Because Jalen actually owns his school.
I know. High school, right?
Yep, and it's a high school.
Ain't it like a VOTEC, like a vocational?
It is.
Yeah. That's incredible. She over there. What are you eating?
So, like I said, I am not the world's best housewife. I've tried to bake cookies once in my house, and I started a small grease fire in my oven, and I am not allowed to do anything without adult supervision. So my husband made Thai fried rice for dinner tonight, and it's amazing.
So it is
Like
saucy.
I said,
He got the hot sauce on
one
there.
grease
It's
fire,
saucy.
one grease fire. As he's listening to this downstairs, one, and I put it out myself. And apparently, I'm not allowed to do that shit anymore. What the fuck ever?
Thank you, sir, for making the Thai. Thank you for making the Thai rice saucy, sir. I know you're listening. Thank you.
One time, and that was literally like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Whatever. Shut up. Don't judge me.
Oh my god, I ain't gonna judge you, man.
Yeah,
He's Miss Doubtfire with that, but
exactly.
Whatever. I put it out. It was fine.
Yeah, but it's like that's just what I can't understand. Like, just give Kyrie his credit. Okay, I get it. And the reason why he gave the apology that he gave to the media, because Kyrie and the whole Brooklyn Nets team have already decided they are not going to allow the media to be able to create these false narratives about them, these fake narratives off of what they say. If they're going to create a false narrative, it'll be because they thought of it on their own versus using what they said, you know what I mean, against them. So that's why you get these type of answers, and you're going to get them for the entire season. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Brooklyn Nets are looking good with James Harden and and Kevin Durant. So when Kyrie gets back in that rotation and they all playing together,
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely amazing.
And here's the thing: I give the Lakers their credit too. I think the Lakers are 11-4 right now, and AD hasn't even scored over 20 points in like the past 3 games, but they just like they're winning. And there's another piece of credit that I will give. Guess what? LeBron took the final shot. He missed it, but he took it when they played Golden State. He took that final shot.
He finally said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, he took the 3. He missed it, but he took it, and they ended up losing by 2 points. I give LeBron his credit. He took the final shot. He's showing progress. He's showing progress.
Good man for acknowledging.
Yeah.
Good
but what I will
you.
say on
Good
the other
on
hand
you.
is there was only 2 seconds left, so he couldn't pass it. He had to
No,
shoot
exactly.
it. But anyway,
He had to. There's that underlying tone on that one.
Do one of them joints, you know.
No, he wasn't able to do it. No. But here's the thing, you all.
And there it is.
Exactly. But no, man, we appreciate everybody, man, for joining us. Obviously, as you've seen the ticker going down at the bottom, that is our link tree for more Too Much Show content. Okay, we have merch available. We have the YouTube up and running. Okay, we got the Twitter, we got the Facebook, the debate group, everything. Just click on the link tree. We appreciate everybody for joining us, for watching. I am your host, MT. With me are my co-hosts.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me, and down below to the flow.
Good night, guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna finish my dinner and put my kids to bed. That's it.
All right.
Get my family back.
Hey, hi, sweetheart.
Do that at the end of every show.
Mr. Ty Salt. Mr. Ty Salt.
I'm killing the feed. Hold on.
Oh my God. This is why we can't have nice things.
Okay, sorry.